Yo guys, what's good with y'all boys? It's your boy Miss Tommy back with another video. Today we'll be talking about how to find the perfect vendors for your store or reselling bit, bro. Whatever y'all trying to do. Anyways, let's get into it. Alright, so we're going to be talking about in this video, where do I look for vendors? What type of qualities make a good vendor good? How many vendors should I look for? Are there faster ways to find good vendors? And then closing remarks. I'm saying. So first thing, where do I look for vendors? You got DHgate, Panda Buy, AliExpress, Temu, Shein, Alibaba. We of course got way more options out there, but these few that I listed out are like the more popular ones that I would use. I'm saying. Especially DHgate being my favorite one, Panda Buy being second. I heard Panda Buy is better than DHgate, but I don't really use Panda Buy because they use the whole spreadsheet thing. I don't feel like getting into all that, so I just use DHgate and Shein mostly. DHgate and Shein being my second favorite. AliExpress, Temu, Alibaba, they're pretty good. But I don't really use them like that. I have used them before though, but not really. Not like DHgate and Shein. Going to the next thing, we got what type of qualities makes a good vendor. Now there's a fourth quality, which is speed. I didn't add it up here, but we're gonna talk about that too. But first we got the product quality. So product quality, there's two ways to look into how good a product is. The first way is to buy the product yourself and test it out and all that. Or if you don't have the budget for that, which I did make a video on the best budget for starting off reselling. But if you don't have that perfect budget for that $200 or whatever to play around with, then the second best thing would to be look at the feedback. So for example, if I get off of her and I go on DHgate right now, right? There we go. Right, I go on DHgate, I'll look at designer shoes, for example, right? Boom. We are going to take these, right? Go to the reviews. This has 25 reviews. It's kind of weird. You want to go to the one with the photos. Obviously, on any of these websites, you want to make sure you get reviews with photos. So look, these are actually pretty solid. I'm not gonna lie. Look like it come with a box too. Got some photos. Look at some more. I'm not gonna lie, these look pretty solid. The tongue looks a little bit weird because some of these, when they make the shoe, the tongues be going to the side while you be wearing them. You gotta constantly fix it. I don't know, that's what it looks. It looks pretty thick too. The tongue looks pretty thick. I like that. The whole shoe, it looks pretty thick. So, you know what I'm saying, you get to see product photo examples, which is the tongue is thick. Yep, tongue is thick. Tongue is pretty thick. So these are good. I like the embedded LV symbol. So these are actually really good. How much is this cost? $40. Wow, $3 with the box would be it just comes without the box. That's actually really good. So let me actually heart these. I might actually go ahead and resell these. But yeah, that's really it. When it comes to the product quality, I can tell. I be on DHgate a lot, so I can tell off of a couple of glances this is good or not. You can also check the store themselves on most of these websites. You can check the store right here, and you can see their individual statistics. 100% positive feedback. That's actually really good. Repurchase rate is below average, and that's all right. On-time delivery date rate above average. Deliver on time, mostly before what they say. So that's actually really good. So you just want to look at these. Let's click on these right here, right? For example, look, 3,000 reviews. And these are okay, these are really good reviews. So you see how they are making almost paragraphs talking about, they're expressing their feelings. That's how it's a good product. When people start expressing their feelings like this, you see he's just yapping. Bro is absolute yapping. You know what I'm saying? I'll start off, these came, quality, yada yada. I'm not even gonna read all this. But when people start hot as hell, it's hot as hell, these are perfect and clean, like this, we don't care. We really don't care. We just want to see shit. But when people start yapping their emotions like this, that means the product is good. This is what you want to see. These shoes are comfortable. This is a better, wow, these shoes are amazing. Hi, my name is Mymore. I can say from firsthand. See, when people start yapping, I'm telling you, when you see these reviews, when people start yapping, that means these are good. These are legit. These are high quality. These are the best things you're getting out there. Because look at how many, look at this. Jordan 3, very beautiful shirt. This company needed to put up better picture because the shoes look way better than the picture. I'll put up a few just to show what I'm talking about. Consider, like I said, ooh, those do look good. Yo, be good team. I'm telling you, look at these. When you see this right here, when you see these type of customer feedback, that's how I would have if I was selling Adidas, I would have immediately bought from the seller. I wouldn't even ask any questions. I would just bought it because the fact that they are like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. You know what I'm saying? I would have just bought them. So that's product quality right there for you. That's how you get the product quality. All right, communication to me on a scale between all of the things I said is it depends on the seller, because for the first time, honestly, communication for first time buyers for the seller is really important. Updating them when the product comes, this and that, yada. But after that, once they keep buying it, communication is there, but it doesn't really matter. For example, me and one of my vendors, I be buying Louis belts from her. Our first time, like, when I was buying, like, communication was there. Like, oh, your product will be here, everything. I'm saying stuff like that. But once I keep buying from her, it's like, she'll make sure things are on top, make sure information's right, yada. But she doesn't have to keep rechecking, because first of all, I already know that it's legit. I already know it's gonna come in on time. I already know it's probably gonna come in before. So she's already proved to me she's a good vendor. So we don't really have to go back and forth. I don't have to look at her products to be like, do I want to buy it? No, I'm just gonna buy it because I already know. So she doesn't have to do much talking. I'm just gonna buy it, and I already have that high expectation that's gonna come in. So communication for first time buyers is really important on the list. I'd say second to quality on the list, because I would rather deal with a person that has terrible communication over terrible quality. I'd rather have the amazing quality, but you've never hit me up during the whole process. I probably won't buy from you again, but I'd rather have that than terrible quality, because then it's like you're stuck with the product with terrible quality. It's gonna be hard to get off your hands. So anyway though, so that's communication in my eyes. Feedback, I already went over feedback. You want to check how detailed is the feedback. When people start yapping about the product, that's how it's good. When they start yapping, now it's okay if they post some photos and be like, oh yeah, I like this product, but you never want to go off of feedback that only says I love this product, or this, and with no photos, no nothing. You want to make sure that you get photos. Now there's some where if they make paragraphs of in-depth paragraphs about the product and they don't put photos, which is kind of odd. If they do that, then that's kind of okay, but you want to have people that send not only the photos but make deep paragraphs about the product. They don't have to be paragraphs, but talking about good things about the product and the seller. So I've seen some wild feedback from people. For example, forget like some of the spider vendors I saw. There's people talking about just giving the guac to the seller because that's how good it was. And honestly, that's pretty out of pocket, but that's how good the product is when people are speaking their mind like that. So let's get on into the next slide. How many vendors should I look for? Honestly, there's two things to this. You could either stick with one vendor, or you could have multiple vendors for different products. That's what I do. For example, denim tears hoodie that I have on right now, I have a specific vendor that sells certain hoodies, like Spider 5, all that. Then if I want shoes, I go to another vendor that specifies in shoes, stuff like that. So it's different people, different things. It doesn't matter. You can do whatever, or you can just have one vendor and buy all the whatever products they have in their own store and don't go to no one else. That's easier than getting multiple. I would say getting the multiple is pretty hard compared to getting one, but getting multiple is going to be more rewarding than sticking with one, depending on what you're selling, what you want your store to be, how you want to. That's what it depends on. But that's really it. It's not too much for that. Other faster ways to find vendors. There's two ways, again, to find vendors outside of what I was telling you. There's two ways to find vendors from other people, whatever. Number one is you could ask people. So if you go to your local mall, there's going to be people that resell in those stores that be reselling designers, stuff like that, or even local clothing brands. You just ask them, who are their vendors, this and that, how did they get started? They might help you. Some of them might, some of them won't say anything. Some of them might charge you. There's only a couple people that'll do it for free, especially if you really know them. They might just give you the sauce for free. And then you could also look up on the internet. You could buy vendors through people. You can actually buy vendors online. For example, I have a link tree with a link that goes to my storefront where I sell vendors for $15. You can just buy you a little vendor and then boom, $15 for 5 figures. That's pretty good price. So you could go on my link tree. I'm gonna put it down in the description below. You can go down there. You can check it out. See what vendors I update it every week. I'm gonna update vendors every week on there. Right now I got 3, but so you can do that. Either or if you have a friend, you ask them. So you just ask other people. So that's that's the faster way. And then guys, that is really it for the video. Thank you boys for watching. Make sure y'all like and sub, and again, check my link tree for the storefront I was talking about and more assets I'll be posting. I just made the link tree, so by the time you're watching this, if you're watching this video when it first came out, you may not see a lot of stuff on there, but if you're watching this later on, then you're gonna see some stuff on that link tree. So make sure you boys check it out. Make sure you boys like and sub, like I said earlier. Peace.